Hey guys, so I've been working on cards to donate and send to Mary and Corin for the children's hospital drive. And I have 3 done so far, and I decided to make one with you guys. So hopefully there will be no barking, whining dogs, or any children crying. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, so hopefully everybody stays sleeping. So let me show you what I have done so far. And we have this one here. Just popped up on some foam tape. All of the robots and all their little items are colored with the zigs. Sometimes they're blended out, sometimes they're not. And you may see mixed messages, not all from the stamp set. I did use a couple, but they're supposed to be uplifting, inspiring messages. So I was taking from other stamp sets as well. So we have this one that says a card full of love. Just wanted to say you're amazing. And then we have this little guy here. You rock. Hope your day is as super as you are. And cuteness overload. The world needs more people like you. You're the best. Excuse me, still sick. You know, of course, everything gets passed back and forth again in our house. So instead of, I originally had a background all ink blended with the Love Circuit stencil, but I decided I wanted to do something different, and I was cutting out, as you can see off to the side here, I stamped and cut out a whole bunch of gears from the stamp set itself. And I remembered that I had a Tim Holtz Gears stencil, so this is what we're going to blend our background with. And we're going to do that together. I also did color most of my images, as you can see here, but I did leave this little guy and this power bar, or loading bar, whatever you want to use it as, uncolored, so we could color them together real quick with some zigs. Alright, so I think we're going to go with blue. I originally was going to do blue and yellow, but I think I'm just going to do a blue background. Maybe some light blues. You know what? Let's see what we got here. This is probably something I should have decided before I started the video. But, you know, that's me. Unprepared as always. I think I want some blueprint sketch. For sure. And I'm going to go with Distress Oxides. Don't mind me, I'm just digging through them. I gotta think of a better system for stacking or putting these guys away, because having them in my cart here, not being able to see them all is pretty annoying. Of course I can't find it, of course. There it is. Okay, there's blueprint sketch. And maybe we will do some yellow. We'll go with mustard seed. Alright, so we're going to do the base. This is some Bristol Smooth. We're going to do the base yellow and then do the gears in blue. But we're going to have to be very careful that we don't turn it into green. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe I should go with just 2 different color blues, because knowing my luck, I was pretty good at not mixing the colors when I did the other backgrounds, but knowing my luck being on camera and not being able to edit, it'll turn into green. So maybe we'll go with some Salty Ocean and some blueprint sketch. And we've got some trusty blending brushes here. So I really wanted to donate cards for this drive. I'm hoping to get at least 10 to 15 cards done. It would be great if I could get 20 done, but we'll see. My next set, after I do this card with you guys, I'm going to use the superhero set from Heffy Doodle that I got, because that has a lot of cute sayings that can be used for uplifting cards. So I don't know what's going on. We were doing good. It seems like whenever the weather fluctuates and it gets warmer, a little warmer, we all get sick again. Now, when I left for Maryland, and that was what, 2 weeks ago now, Jax was sick. And I woke up that Sunday morning with my chest burning and my throat burning. But it was only in the morning. Once I got up and I had something to drink and I showered, I felt better. And then that Monday morning, the morning I was going home, I woke up and I was like that again, and it lasted for halfway through my ride home. And then it really hit me full force the day after I got home. And it seemed like it was going away at the beginning of this week. And then it got bad again. So I'm going to the doctor on Monday. So we'll see what's going on. It's not my general practitioner, it's a pulmonologist. We'll have to see what's going on. Alright, so that looks about good right there. I'm just going to clean up this salty ocean that's on the glass mat so I don't smear it all over my stuff. A little bit of hand sanitizer. I really got to learn to use something to hold my paper with, a cardstock, when I'm blending, because get it all over my fingers. Alright. Now I'm going to use some of this removable tape just to hold this down while I'm using the stencil, because my card panel's already cut down to the size I want it, so I don't want to put purple tape on the edges. I will put the purple tape on the stencil though. This stuff, I love this stuff. Dan got it for me for Christmas. It was in my stocking. But it is a pain in the butt to get the film off without bringing the tape back up with it. Oh, look at that. Something's going my way. All right. I got some tape here all handy. Now I'm putting it on this way, but I'm not sure if this is going to be the top or bottom yet, or if we're going to add more after we do this corner. We'll have to see how it looks. I also do not want this to be a hour-long video, so we'll just have to play it by ear. I cannot wait for the day where I can start editing. Alright, now we're going in with the blueprint sketch. I'm just gonna, I'll wipe that off later. I'll use a different one. We'll use this one. It's slightly smaller. I got all excited. I totally forgot about this stencil. I don't use stencils often. I should use them more often. Because it really does, depending on the stencil and the design of the card, give you a quick background. Good for those simple cards that I have a hard time with. I really do have a hard time with making simple cards. I don't know why. Alright, so that's it for that. Oh, I forgot a little bit in the corner there. Alright, let's see what it looks like. See, I don't like the way it just stops right there. So what are we going to do about that? Let's do this. Maybe it'll look like it's overlapping. I'm just going to blur this out a little bit so the stencil lines aren't so clearly defined. I want it to be a background. I don't want it to be a focal point. So you see how I'm smearing out those lines a little bit? I didn't add any extra ink. I just mixed my brush around on the glass mat. And I'm very, very lightly going over it until I get that blurred effect. And that actually kind of helps with where we added the stencil back in. You can't see it as well. And I like that. I like the blurred look. Alright, moving on. Let's clean this up real quick. Set these brushes aside to be cleaned. So, love the puppy to death. On a different note, but she absolutely refuses. She'll go outside. If I take her outside, she'll poo, she'll peep, peep, peep. She'll poop and pee. But the minute, like, I make the kids, it's their responsibility when they're home. I take care of her during the week when everybody's at school, and I take care of her at night because I'm up and everybody's sleeping. But when they're home and awake, it's their responsibility. And it seems like every single time they're taking care of her, she manages to decide to pee or poop on the floor in the kitchen. Now, she has not been in the rest of our house yet. And I did that on purpose because I didn't want her peeing all over the place and pooping all over the place. So she is essentially, excuse me, banned from the house. Well, not the house. She has to stay in the kitchen until she's potty trained. It's a big kitchen. It's not like she doesn't have any room to run and play. But it's also where my craft room is. But she's just, it's annoying me. It's been, what, 2 weeks now? If anybody has any advice on potty training puppies, please, I'm more than willing to listen. All right, so really quick, I'm waiting for that background to dry a little bit. So I'm finishing off the edges on the pieces I know I'm for sure going to use. Now, I'm not going to edge up the gears in black that I fussy cut out just because they're gears. And some of them I did try to leave a tiny white border on them just because they have like maybe white in the center, etc. if they go on top of that background though. I might have to do something to fix that. I'm not sure. We'll see how it looks. All right. Let's see. Not quite sure what we're going to use, and I don't have to stop to finish off edges here. I knew I was going to do this before I started the video, and I totally forgot. I also have to get the rest of this nail polish off my fingernails. It's driving me bananas. Alright, so he's already blue and yellow. I think we're going to do him mostly yellow with some blue. I wanted them to look similar, but not exactly alike. Just got a water brush here. I'm not very good with the blending brush that I bought yet. I bought a Tombow Mono one, which I showed you guys while I was in Maryland. And then I ordered a Zig blender. And that one's a little bit better. I'm a little bit better at using that one. But I still need to practice on not doing it so much that my paper starts to pill. And I think that's user error, not blender pen error. So we'll see. It's harder to color these suckers in when you already have them cut out. Alright, the rest of them is going to be in blue. Little heart antenna on top of his head. I'm not going to try to get in these super small spaces with the water brush, so that'll just be solid color. I will attempt to do his arms though. And the puppy, she snores loud. She is a loud snorer. Alright, he's got to dry before I finish off his edges. We might use a couple. I don't know if we'll use any of these screws and nuts and bolts and stuff. But we'll finish off a couple edges while we're waiting, just in case. So I noticed they sent my kit already for Simon Says Stamp. I can't believe it. That's the quickest I've ever seen them send a kit to me. And also I ordered the marble stamp set from Catherine Pooler. Can't wait to get that. I think they're both going to show up here at the same time. And when I get my check, I am going to pick up a pack of the minis because I only have those 4 colors that I got around Christmas time. So I'd like to have some more colors. Actually, some of these gears were stamped out with the Aquatini and the Orange Twist. I really like those 2 colors. And then I also have some sticky embossing powder coming from Amazon. And some more foam tape because Jack's got in, he keeps reaching my huge roll of, my huge roll of foam tape. And I came in from taking the dog outside the other day and he had it like stuck to him and it was unraveled halfway. I was so mad, you guys. And at the same time, it's so hard to yell at him for anything because he's just so darn cute. Can you say spoiled? So I got some more tape coming. Riley's and Jax's chocolate ice cream toothpaste, because Riley won't use anything else. She thinks toothpaste is too spicy. What else do I have coming? I feel like there's something else I have coming that I'm forgetting. The foam tape, the sticky embossing powder, toothpaste, the dog's ID tag. Oh, and I have some more of the sleeves for holding stamp sets so I can store them. I have a pack of those coming. We forgot to color the power bar just in case we use it. And you know what? I'm not so sure we're gonna need it. We'll color it last minute if we need it, but we don't want to overload this card. So let's just wait and see. And we also have to decide what sentiment we're gonna use. All right. Let's see here. I need a card base. Let's go with a white one. If I can get it out of here. There we go. Gotta stamp it real quick. Oh! Sorry guys, that came flying out when I grabbed the VersaFine. That stamped out a little dark, but we'll deal. I gotta remember to start doing this ahead of time because I forget, and then the card's all done and it's like, well crap, how am I going to sign it? Alright. So we're gonna put this flat, I think. I've been having a problem with this tape runner lately. Every time I use it, I gotta hold it a different way to get it to run. I gotta get some more tape for my ATG gun. Alright, so do we want it this way? Or this way? I think we're gonna do it this way. Alright. Now we need a sentiment because I think I want them to stand on it. Unless one of them's standing on the power bar. That could happen too. So you know what? We're gonna color him in real quick. We're just going to take the blue. I'm going to color the first two in with full color. Color halfway onto that one. And then this one here and that one there. I'm just going to make a line of color. I want it to get lighter as it goes up. Alright. But we still need a sentiment. So we have a card full of love, cuteness overload, my heart beeps for you. Program the party, I am nuts and bolts about you. Gear up for a great birthday. Gear up. I want to use gear up. Gear up. Let's just use cuteness. I don't want to mess with the sentiments right now. It'll end up being a super long video. So we're going to do cuteness overload. I'm going to do that on black cardstock with a super fine white embossing powder. Alright, and we'll use my, I love those skinny sentiment strips from Neat and Tangled. Love them. Oh, you know what I forgot that I learned though, you guys? Cut your strip out before you stamp it, because it is so hard. So hard to try and get it even after you've already stamped it or heat embossed it. All right, cut out, all cut out. And it still came out a little crooked, but because I can't see the black on top of the black craft mat, so I probably should have moved it. Alright. So you're going to have to excuse the loudness, because of course I can't edit it out. Got that warming up, and I'll wipe off my stamp. There you go. Alright, we gotta get a move on. I don't want this to be super long for you guys. We're gonna get out some foam tape or foam squares. I'm just gonna use small ones on this because I don't feel like messing around with cutting a regular strip in half. That way it's a little quicker for you guys. It's a lot to use, but I'll just buy more. This one, the paper came off with the foam square. Weird. Alright. So before we stick anything down, I want to make sure I know where I'm putting it. And I like it tipped like that. cut in half. Had to do this earlier with his feet. Really? That guy wants to stick to my hands. And half on each arm so his arms aren't all floppy. Alright, he's done. He needs some. Oh, my back is killing me, guys. I've been standing at this desk all day. And it just hurts so bad. So I'm silently saying to myself, don't screw up because you're hurrying. Don't screw up. I can't wait till I can edit and I can have a blooper reel. Look, guys, look what I did. Because I am not perfect by any means. I still find myself thinking about the craft event in Maryland on the make. I had so much fun. It was so fun to have people to craft with. I don't have anybody to craft with, you guys. It's no fun, you know? I mean, it's fun. But I've been trying to talk hubby for a couple years now into moving south towards warmer temperatures. And I really, really wish he would consider. Although he always tells me no, and I just found out he told my brother. My brother was talking about how if my sister-in-law gets promoted, she works for Hunt, and she's got a pretty decent job and salary. She's pretty high up there. That they might move out of state because New York is just horrible when it comes to everything. And I guess my hubby said to my brother, well, if you guys move, I'll move with you. So I said something to him at dinner when we went on Valentine's Day, and he's like, well, yeah, because then I would have somebody to talk to. Yeah, well, I want to move. We can always make new friends. You know, that is possible for people. I don't know if I want to bring any additional color in, because there's basically blue and yellow going on here. So let's see how this looks. We're going to put this guy on here. Don't you just hate it when these things stick to you? I think that setting this off like this too, offsetting this to be crooked, makes it less noticeable that I made the thing a little more crooked. Okay, so we are going to use the power bar. It says cuteness overload, and I just think that this power bar goes with that good. Well, because it looks like the bars to tell them that they're overloaded. Alright. I know I want them both balancing on the sentiment strip. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm not staring into the camera, but what a hard time I'm having with these things, because they're really loving my hands. It's annoying. You'd think with all the powder I have in my hands and everything from heat embossing that the things would just slide right off of me. It's like when you're cutting the little metal things up that hold dies together when you first get them and they go flying across your desk no matter what you do. And his little foot or arm square just came off. There we go. There we go. All right, now how do we want to do these? Now on the other one I had them juggling them, but since there's some gears in the background, okay, that's what we're going to do with them. And I chose the black ones with the white cardstock because if I think they're too stark, although they do look kind of cute with the sentiment strip, we could always color in the white parts with blue and yellow. So that's why I chose to do it that way. I don't know, guys. Does it look done? Let's put one more on there. All right, that's it. I'm going to add this video here so that you guys don't have, it doesn't turn into an hour-long video. But I am going to put something like "You Rock" or something like that on the inside so it can be donated. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the other cards I made with the Heffy Doodle Lots of Love stamp set and the Love Circuit stencil. If you like what you see and you have not subscribed, please do so. And don't forget to hit that notification button because we have a giveaway at least once a month. I wanted to tell you guys I was looking into buying a couple small blending brush sets so that I could give them away in the next giveaway video so other people would have a chance to try them out. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.